Hi everyone, my name is Arjun and welcome to my channel. So today in this video we will be going over the official Android 15 update which is live for all the Pixel devices. It was released today only, so we will be covering all the features. This is the official update which we have received on my Pixel 8 device, and for all the Pixel users out there, you can download and install the official version of Android 15 and it was live now. We have seen that there was a slight delay during the launch of Pixel 9. It was not launched, with the official Android 15 update. Maybe at that time it was not properly, like functional. There was few bugs or something like that. So now it's live for all the Pixel users. So without any further delay, let's deep dive into the Android 15 official video. So if I go to system and then if I go to software updates, and then if I see check for updates, here it will show me the update. As you can see, preparing system update. It usually, we all know that in Pixel it usually takes a lot of time, to download and then install that particular update. But let's see. I will just mention the time as well, how much time it took me to update from Android 14 to official version of Android 15. So as you can see here, the official version of Android 15 and here we have few new features included like private space, theft protection logs, better multitasking. We'll go over deep dive over it, and the overall size which I am getting on my Pixel 8 is 1.52 GB, as you can see. So let's click on download and install, and let's see. Once it's updated, I will keep you updated. Maybe downloading it will depend on the internet speed, and the full installation process I will keep you updated. And here let me go ahead and click on accept, and it started downloading, installing system update. So the time is 11:48 p.m. Let's see how much time it takes to fully install this Android 15 update on my Pixel 8 device. So my download is completed, and just it is giving me an option to restart now. It is almost 12:37, so it approximately took around 15 minutes kind of. So let me just restart my device. So I have installed the official Android 15 update on my Pixel 8 successfully. So if we go to the change log, the first change says that it introduced a new space, which is the private space. So what exactly it means, here we have a new section called private space, which you can sign in with your separate Google account. So if I just do and click on setup, so here it will just set up my private space, and which I can have a kind of cloned app feature which we have on many other Android manufacturers like Oxygen OS, HyperOS and all, where we have a functionality something like a clone app, a dual app. So here this private space will have a kind of another Google account. So if I just want to hide it or something, I can do that. So let me quickly set it up and we'll show you. So once you have set up your private space, so here in the bottom it will show you. So just if I just lock it, so if you can see it just get locked, and if I just want to see the apps which are logged, I just need to click on that dot, and here it will verify me, my fingerprint and face, and here I will see a separate apps which is associated with another Google account. And here if I click on install, I will get to a separate Play Store where I can just install the app, and this will act as a kind of, if you just want to hide or log some banking apps or some kind of the apps which you want to hide, you can do it using this functionality. If you go into the setting, inside that we have something, there are a few settings like lock private space automatically. So we have here a few options, like every time I just goes away from it, it will lock it, or 5 minutes after screen timeout, or only after device restart. So as per your convenience you can keep it. And then we have hide private space. If I just on it, it will just hide the private space, and delete private space. These are the few options which you are getting under this private space setting. So the next feature which you have is a theft protection logs to lock down my device when stolen. So how it will work is, here a setting has been enabled like theft protection. I just need to keep it on, and here it will just ask me how it works. Basically it will show me, and if I click on offline device lock, the screen will lock shortly after device goes offline to help protect your data. So if I just keep the settings on, it will just if someone snatches my device or something, it will automatically just lock my device. And yeah, this is a kind of secured feature which has been introduced by Google in official Android 15 update. There is one more setting like remotely secure device. So here I can do a remote lock here, as it says like if your device is lost or stolen, you can lock its screen with just a phone number. So here I just need to use the setting, use remote lock, and it will just there are few steps mentioned. Another step is like find and erase your device. This basically will take help of find my device application. If we go ahead with the next change, it just mentions that better multitasking on tablets and foldables. So I do not have the Google tablet, so I won't be able to tell you about that feature. So next is archive apps to save space while preserving your data. So it is something like we have seen in iOS apps. So here if I just don't if I just go over any app and I just click on that, and if I just here, if you can see, if I just click on archive, it will archive its application and I won't lose any kind of data. And just when I just again click on that app, it will again bring back and it will open it. So if I just show you an example, so suppose if I go here and if I just do archive, so it will just don't show, like this is a kind of symbol, it will show that this app has been archived. And once I click on it, it will just restore it, and it is just downloading. There won't be any kind of data loss or something where you have just stopped that particular app last time. It will open it from the same place. So this is a new feature which is introduced in Android 15. As you can see, it is just downloading the application again, and the data and everything will be like as it is. Yep, so it has been restored back. And if I just open it back, so again it will, so yeah, I was on level 13, so it just had the same it was at the same stage where I left it back. Coming on to the feature, this is the last feature which is mentioned in the changelog, is improve navigation with the new back gesture. So if we go to some settings page and if I go inside network and connection, so we see here when I go back here, it will show me the kind of a kind of preview. So here if I go, it is just showing me a kind of preview. So if you can see here, the what is just the back. So if I go to storage and then if I go ahead, and here it will show me kind of preview where I am going back. So here if I go, and here again, this is the kind of option which is just added. These are all the changes which is mentioned in the change log. So there are few visual changes as well which I have noticed. So number one change is the volume control here. So if you go here, you will see a kind of new toggle. From here only you can do the up and down, and if you click here, it will just reduce the volume, and if you click at the right hand side, it will just increase the volume. Let me try again. Yeah, like this way it will just increase the volume. Same goes for the call, and the options are there. And the next change is that suppose if you're playing any kind of audio or something, so from here only will get an option. So if you go here, here only will say audio will play on this phone, and from here only you can just connect a device or switch. I have not connected it to the Bluetooth, so here from here only you will be able to switch it to Bluetooth, or like you want to play it on speaker or not. So there is one more slight change, like here when you are just increasing or decreasing, only you will feel the kind of haptics, and I have noticed it. So the haptics are pretty good and smooth. The next change, if we go, so if you hold and go to the widget section, so here you will find a new toggle, a new option, like you will have few suggestions like essentials, then you have suggested for you and social. This is kind of a new section which is added under widgets. So if we talk about the next change, then we have something related to the Bluetooth. So here if I go and if I go to the Bluetooth option, and here if I just switch off my Bluetooth device, so you will find a new option, automatically turn on tomorrow. This is something kind of similar functionality which you have in iOS. So automatically it will turn on the next day, and it will connect to the devices if that particular device is on. So if we talk about the next change, then we have something called the adaptive brightness, which is just introduced here. If you come under vibration and haptics, here you will find an option adaptive vibration. So if you go, so here if you keep it on, so it will detect the kind of environment you are in. Suppose if you are in a silent place, then accordingly your mobile will detect and vibrate. If you are in a place where your loudspeaker, and if you are a kind of place where your DJ or something is just playing near you, so accordingly it will just vibrate and will give you the kind of intensity. But you definitely need to have a phone, a high-end phone, which is having a good vibration motor. Usually pixel devices, the premium pixel devices has a very good vibration. So this is a kind of another feature which is introduced. So if we talk about another change, then we have something called, if you go to the home settings, here you will find the app list settings. So if you here you will find two options. So show long app name. So if you have any app name which is which requires that needs to be come down to the second line, so here it will basically show you that app name in two lines. Okay, so there is one more slight change which I have noticed. So if I go to the widget section, and here if I search for weather, then if you see there are two like a kind of widget which if I just click on that, here directly I'm seeing an add option. If I just instead of selecting it and pasting or moving it copying it to the home screen directly, I can add it from here as well. So there is a slight one more option which it's added here. Okay, coming on to the next change here, if you go if you long press on the home page, if you go to the wallpaper and style section, so here you will find a new option called the color contrast. So if you go inside that, you will have kind of three options: default, medium and high. So accordingly it will change the kind of contrast as well. So if you click on high, so this is kind of, if it's default, so this is the kind of how it will look. So there again, high contrast text as well. Here is another option like change text color to black or white, maximizes contrast with the background. So this is another change. So another slight change here, if you usually app and use the kind of split screen or the dual app, so here if there is one application which I have opened is gallery, and here settings. So if I just want to directly save it, so here you can see, if you click on that, here you will find an option save app pair. So if I just do it, so here it will create a kind of app pair, and if I open it directly, it will open the kind of applications which I have saved. So this is another quite useful and handy feature if you use this kind of features like dual apps or this kind of thing. So last but not the least, there is one more feature which got added in Android 15, is that now you can use your smartphone which will act as a webcam. Only thing which you need is to connect it to a laptop via type C, like via cable, and it will act as a webcam. So I have not used it yet, but this is one more feature. So your phone back camera can act as a kind of webcam, which you will have more clarity. And yeah, this is one more amazing feature which got introduced in official Android 15 update. So that's it for this video. I think I have covered almost all the features and some kind of UI changes which I have noticed. If you have few more other changes which you will find it in your usage, so do let me know in the comment section below. And if you have any kind of doubts or any kind of question, do let me know in your comment section. I will try to answer them, and hopefully I have covered all the changes. If you like, hopefully it will help you on the kind of change log which is mentioned and which you will be getting on the Android 15 update. But again, this might vary from like Pixel 6 series to Pixel 9 series, some slight changes, some UI changes, or maybe some settings page changes which might be here and there again. But again, it depends. So it might get added with some again future Pixel feature drop updates. So yeah, this is all about the video, and it's very late. It's almost 1:30 a.m. and if like I have recorded this video and I will be uploading it in just some time. So if you liked it, like this video, then please do share it with your friends and do subscribe to my channel, and it will motivate me to make some more videos. So hopefully you will like this video, and let's end this video here. Bye bye, take care, good night.